What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with yet another one. And on this one, we to talk about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now, you might have been seeing, if you guys keep up with Twitter, you might have seen that he was trending a day ago. Now, I wasn't gonna do a video on this, because I didn't think it was. I thought it was a big old fat nothing burger. I really did. But then you got people losing their absolute minds over the fact that he refused to endorse Biden. So, what do I mean by losing your mind? Check this out. As a wrestling fan, I really need people in the general public to understand that this man is now a board member of TKO, which is a parent company of WWE and UFC. He also is competing in WWE's largest event of the year this week, and this was a pure business decision. And that's a rational one. That's a completely rational one. You know what also causes division? Fascism, authoritarianism. Because if you don't agree with the leader, they punish you. I sincerely thought he was intelligent, but I have dispelled of that opinion. Okay, Rachel. What else? The Rock, what has happened to you? Have you been corrupted by money? If that's all you care about, then Trump is definitely your guy, and you're as morally bankrupt and self-centered as he is. A pox on both of your houses. Along with everything else in this ridiculous guy's statement, it highlights how he doesn't remotely understand politics. It's about competing visions for the country. There's inherently going to be division about that. And this guy talks about running for president someday. Oh Lord in heaven. And this was from Aviva Frey post that he collected a bunch of them. And it's right. He says, and just like that, The Rock has become an apostate and will suffer the wrath of the cult. Why? Because the left eat each other when you don't adhere to it. It was like this stand up comic. I don't know who he was, but he was doing a bit, and he was basically saying, "Oh, I wish I wasn't so left wing because the right they're like, oh, you like Trump? Yeah, I like Trump. What do you think about the gays? Oh, I don't care about the gays one way or the other. Oh no, you'll come to hate them or whatever. That was his thing for the right. Then he says, oh, okay, well the left is, oh, you like Biden? Yeah. You pro LGBTQ plus IA? Yeah. You pro abortion? Yeah. Are you vegan? No. Get the fuck on the other side with the Nazis, you piece of shit. It was funny, and it might have been, maybe maybe he really is left wing or whatever, but it's the truth. And it's all over this. What started off as a Fox News interview, right? It says, and I want to read because the clip is too old. Okay, I mean too long. Excuse me. The clip is too long, so I don't want to do the whole thing. But he basically said this: the endorsement that I made years ago with Biden was what I thought was the best decision for me at that time. He said, "Excuse me." However, he regretted the decision caused by wading into politics and said he would not be publicly endorsing a candidate this time around. Am I going to do that again this year? The answer is no, I'm not going to do that, he told Kane. Because what I realized that what that caused back then was something that tears me up in my guts back then and now, which is division, and that got me. That's all that he said about not endorsing, Biden one way or the other. He didn't say I'm not going to endorse Biden. He just basically said, I don't want to talk about my vote. I'm going to keep my vote private. Okay. Then Vanity Fair does this article late yesterday saying, is Dwayne The Rock Johnson turning to the right? The wrestler turned actor and entrepreneur turned his back on President Biden and attacked woke culture in a Fox News interview. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has always walked a narrow line when it comes to politics. The actor and entrepreneur rose to fame as part of the WWE, closely mentored for decades by Vince McMahon, who biographer Abraham Josephine Reisman has characterized as an enormously significant player in Republican politics. But he didn't bother to vote for the first decade he was eligible, announcing at the 2000 Republican National Convention that he had recently registered for the first time at age 28. 20 years later, he asked voters to support Joe Biden in the 2020 presidential race, but in a new interview with Fox News, he says he's no longer, is what they meant to say. He says he's no longer comfortable taking a political position, even as he is employed even as he employed right signaling lingo that suggests where he might stand. You don't know where he stands. He's probably still gonna vote Democrat, and you people are losing your minds. And then same thing. The endorsement that I made years ago with Biden was one that I thought was the best decision for me at that time. Whatever. Which is division that got me. I didn't realize that then. I just felt like there was a lot of unrest, and I'd like things to calm down. Dude, it's just absolutely insane what these people will do to you when they think that you might be going conservative. He will not make an endorsement in the 2024 election. Johnson said, I realize now going into this election, I will not do that. My goal is to bring this country together. I believe in that. There will be no endorsement. At this level of influence, I will keep my politics to myself. It is between me and the ballot box. What's wrong with that, you guys? What's wrong with that? Now, if it was a conservative saying that, I would say, dude, he's probably going to vote conservative. Now, he has voted, he endorsed Biden. He's probably going to endorse him again privately at the ballot box. And these people are losing their ever-loving minds over this. Johnson's nearly hour-long interview with Fox and Friends weekend host Will Cain was posted to YouTube Friday. A follow-up to the conversation Cain noted the pair had at the New York Stock Exchange. Cain is likely referring to Johnson's January appearance on the floor to ring the opening bell as he stood shoulder to shoulder with McMahon, who since 2022 has been the target of high-profile allegations of sexual abuse and misconduct. Johnson, who occasionally makes social media statements claiming to stand with women, has never taken a public position on the claims against McMahon, nor have his representatives responded to repeated requests for comment. But when asked by Cain if he was happy with the current state of America, Johnson said no, but his reasons weren't, say, unchecked gun violence, income inequality, or a rising tide of hate. Instead, says Johnson, the issue is today's cancel culture, woke culture, division, etc., whatever. That really bugs me. Guys, you need to be able to let people vote for whoever they want to vote in private. I remember, dude, growing up, asking someone, "Oh, who are you voting for?" Just as a kid, dude, as an 18, 19-year-old, I don't even remember, but I was a teenager, I think, at the time, and they said, no, I was 20. I'm sorry, I was 20, and they said, "Who, who are you? Who are you gonna vote for?" And I said, who I was gonna vote for. And they said, "Well, you shouldn't tell people who you're gonna vote. It's my private business. Don't ask people who you're gonna vote." And I was like, "Damn, touchy, right?" But that's the way it used to be. It used to be that voting was a private thing. Now you got people like The View losing their minds too, right? They're losing their absolute minds. It says, even with those remarks, you're pissing certain people off. In this case, it's the audience of The View. Newsweek reports that after some of his conversation with Cain was played on the show, those seated in studio booed Johnson so loudly that the show's hosts were taken by surprise with their overwhelmingly negative response. Joy Behar suggested that by choosing Fox News for this interview, Johnson was telling people where he stood without telling people where he stood. Should I pay any attention to someone who gives an interview on Fox where they lie every day? That you bitches lie every day, either through willful ignorance or just straight up deceit. Co-host Sonny Hostin, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, concurred, saying, I do think we're living in a time where we have someone running for president that is an existential threat to democracy. You're absolutely right, Sonny. But the thing is, it's not Trump, it's Biden. She said, now is the time. If you have a platform, you must be active. You must speak out. Jeez, dude. Jeez. Look, I'm going to put this article in the bottom for you. I'm going to put the original Fox News article in the bottom for you guys, too. If I can't read through this trash, dude, because it's just nothing but never-ending trash. The left is eating itself. It really is. And that's the state of the country right now. Where if you don't endorse the left, they will openly just expel you from their side. They don't want you anymore. If you're not going to toe the line, they don't want you anymore. Guys, I thank you very much. If you could, please consider subscribing. Commenting on the video helps a lot. Liking, sharing, all that good stuff, all that good social media stuff. I really appreciate it. Either way, I appreciate you being here with me this long. Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay based.